Health officials in Virginia are sounding the alarm. They're seeing a serious rise in flu cases at area hospitals.
And it comes as a lot of us are getting together for the holiday season. Katie Lusso joins us now to break down the numbers. Katie, what are you learning?
Well, just in the last few hours, I checked in with the Virginia Health and Hospital Association, and they say patient visits for flu and RSV have quadrupled in Virginia just since September. Well, this map you see here from the CDC, it really breaks it down for you. If you go back to the beginning of October, which is what you see here, you see a whole lot of green, which means minimal cases. Well, we'll take you a few weeks in, so you see towards the middle of October, a few more red cases popping up, and then let's take you to the end. This is what we are seeing now. Now, if you zoom in, you can see on our area a lot of purple, a lot of dark red. That means a very high activity level. And our area, again, is some of the hardest hit areas in the country. The CDC data into the end of the second week shows that. Now, health officials say the increase in cases is likely connected to the pandemic and the fact that so many children were isolated during it.
Because many of those children were home and more isolated, they didn't have that exposure. And so now that they're in maybe an elementary school setting, they're now getting exposed to that perhaps for the first time. And so their body isn't as accustomed to that, might not have developed the immunities or the defense mechanism to fight back against that virus.
Now, when we really hone in on Virginia, this dark blue line you see right here, that is last year's data. But this orange line right here, you see, that is this year's data. And that line, it has already peaked, showing the number of cases we are seeing has already reached higher levels this year than what we saw last year. And we are still early in the flu season. Now, the state's Department of Health says more than 9,000 infections have been reported just this year in Virginia. Last year, there were a little more than 5,000 cases reported. So some quick things you can do right now. Go get your flu shot, wash your hands, and if you sneeze or cough, cover your mouth. And of course, if you feel sick, stay home.
Yeah, these latest numbers are really focused on the flu and RSV. So does that mean we're out of the woods when it comes to COVID?
No, it does not completely. Julian, who you just heard from, told me that as of today, they have more than 400 patients in hospitals across Virginia getting care for COVID. So while it's not a risk on the scale that we saw during the pandemic, it is still something that is floating around.
Yeah, and worth reminding people, get those COVID shots and get those flu shots. A great way to protect yourself. Thank you, Katie.